Henry Snotson's here, roaring back to tell us Snot for Snot League Season 8's Quarterfinals, where the real carnage explodes! No more group stage tomfoolery. This is the big league, and Nuffle's dice are primed to deliver shocks galore and a mountain of mangled limbs. Expect brutal twists, bone-crunching injuries, and a pitch soaked in gore. Strap in, and let's get started. Woohoo! The ghostly bookkeepers of Sheet Freaks strutted into this one, boasting a mountain of battered foes from the group stage until they hit a dwarven wall. Molten Core Renegades used their petty cash, hired the notorious Slarga Foulstrike, hoping his 3 grubby paws would improve their clumsy ball play. Despite binge-watching horrors for prep, the dwarves got blindsided by a spectral blitz. Initials shock wore off fast, though, and the carnage kicked in, dumping ghosts into a meat grinder. How it even works? Spirits evaporated one by one, but their necromancer, chugging energy drinks like a madman, kept the dead rising. Hero of the first half. What flopped? The ref. He snoozed through double fouls from the dwarves, only blinking after a third, then ignored the rest. Post-match, he grunted, "Foulings is a part of the game, it shouldn't be banned." Fair point, you lazy git. With their numbers thinning, the ghosts still hounded Slargo relentlessly. In a desperate lunge, Okey Spokey flattened him, a stunner that'd rattle most teams. But not these bearded brutes. Here we all pay. They hoisted the ball to their blitzer, who bolted out of reach. Panicked Ghost wakes up, mixed results. Key players staggered back, but the dwarves' lead loomed large. To claw back, the spirits piled an 8-man foul on a down dwarf. Too blatant even for that dozy ref to miss. The Renegades battered the Sheet Freaks line, racking up more ghostly casualties. How it's even possible? Ethereal desperation fueling wilder plays. A equalizer came. But down to 7, they faced full 10 raging dwarves, plus a groggy Slarga back in action. The Renegades charged until R.I. Patches, ignoring all sense, dodged several times and smashed Slarga, dislodging the ball. The dwarves methodically passed it toward the end zone, but Luke Conan flinched at the Banshee's disturbing presence, botching the catch. Tied 1-1. First overtime in the season was inevitable. More ghosts rallied. But for the dwarves, it was just more playtime.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of playtime!
Spirits dropped fast, including hero R.I. Patches. Goosely accountants forced sideline scrap to buy time. A tiny gap, keyhole-sized, opened, and Banshees plus ghosts darted through. The dwarves started to feel fear, but more about the incoming loss than the theater opponents. The ghosts rode the momentum to 2-1 with Sheet Freaks trainer and fans bellowing, "Hold!" That spectral roar echoed through the stadium, rattled the dwarves further. RJ Blanket pulled a daring dodge, slamming the ball carrier with ghostly fury, and Oniof the Bashes secure the ball, securing the win in the process. The crowd erupted. Dwarves demands a refund from Slarga for his nap. Phew, what a match it was. Molten Core retreats to their holds to regroup. I bet a new Black Dwarf squad that will be back to Snot League sooner than later, while Sheet Freaks' necromancer stitches sheets, wondering if his ghosts can shake the PTSD that Renegades caused them. This clash of second placers saw Serpent Strikers show no mercy to Rat Attack. Let's break it down. Slarga Foulstrike returned for his second quarterfinal, this time backing the Snake Men. The Strikers started slow but deadly. Moments after the whistle, a boa flattened Big Ben, forcing Molder's medic to jump in early. The Doc saved the Rat Ogre from injury, but using him so early? Costly move. This takedown spooked Clan Molder, and their tiny rats struggled to dodge those slithery tails. But this tinny little throttling proved to be quite dangerous when cornered. This small ratsy leapt at a cobra with feral fury, ripping it to shreds in a whirlwind of claws and fangs, leaving scales flying like confetti from a parade. It gave Big Ken a shot at the ball carrier, but the snake slithered away. Slarga took a hit and napped again. Does this star show up just to get some sleep? Useless lump. The small rats tries, but learned dodging from snakes ain't easy. Tensions boiled among the rat ogres. Stuck in puck, instead of chasing, erupted in a sibling spat. shoving and snarling like overgrown pups fighting over a bone. Frantic attempts to stop a snake touchdown flopped. The strikers played it safe, picking off rats from afar, avoiding the raging ogres. Furious Puck tried to save, but tripped over a loose warpstone shard and face-planted, leaving a small crater on the pitch and earning an injury that sidelined him for good. That was just the start of Mulder's woes. More big guy squabbles turned tragic when Stuck smashed Big Ben into the dirt. Fans couldn't believe it! For the Snakes, it was an invite to keep deratting, widening their lead. The match ended 3-0, a total rout. The strikers slither on, while Rat Attack goes back to their underground hideout, probably plotting how to kidnap Joseph Moranian again. Let's be real. These wannabe ninja halflings faced a mountain too steep. The armored sisters of Mordheim Wanderers weren't stopping in the quarters. But when you don't have any chances, you also don't have anything to lose. The Roosters needed backup and called on our old pal, pastry queen Cindy Pewwhistle. At the first whistle, Cindy unleashed a sugary explosion, too much for Anessa Dienst, who dropped dead on the spot. The Wanderers' lasses begged Joseph for a medic, but he made a cold, strategic call to hold off for bigger emergencies. Ruthless, eh? Cindy's reign was short-lived. Her next pastry blast misfired, engulfing her and a halfling in a gooey doom. With their ace gone, the sisters steamrolled, toppling the Roosters' golden statue of silly fortune with ropes on Matriarch's roar. Bring that thing down! First half was pure Wanderers' domination. Total carnage! Second half, though, did the halflings bounce back? Those crafty mites triggered traps to trip up the nuns, but oops, they forgot the key bit. The ball, not just brawling. A fumbling halfling dropped it, handing the sisters fresh momentum. The bloodbath dragged on until Bronze Guardian of Poor Taste crushed careless Alessandra Untal and a mass foul mangled Quinn Rivada. Medic? Nope! Joseph, fuming, still waited for the right moment. The Roosters dug in, tying up the thinning nuns in a scrap. Naguri finally grabbed the blood-soaked ball and run to his sumo colleague, who botched the catapult, flinging Maki off pitch by mistake. The ball flew right, though. A half win for a halfling. The few remaining sisters panicked, fleeing with the ball as ninja halflings rained fury. Why panic? I'd run too if tiny ninja freaks were chucking another halflings at me. It's raining half-man! The clash ended 2-0 for Mordheim Wanderers. A Pyrrhic win, sure, but they're through. Can they handle the semis? We'll see soon. The Roosters head back to Cathay with heads high, beating their last run, escaping the group, and teaching foes a valuable and painful lesson. Can't wait for these mites to storm up pitches again! You'd think third-placed GKS Samaraj would struggle against group-dominating GKS Hobie, but this father-son showdown flipped the script. The Hobgoblins splashed their last coins to haul in Basher, a troll so massive, regular trolls look like scrawny goblins. Yet the Nippons seized the initiative, teaching the Greenskins the meaning of pain. Early on, 2 stunning eliminations unfolded, one permanent, giving Samaraj a comfy 2-player edge. They secured the ball, methodically widening their lead. Basher? That pricey brute flailed, unable to crack the Samaraj armor, and soon fell to an Oni. Luckily, his regeneration skills kick in and allow him to recover for the second half. Under pressure, the Greenskins faltered. Their fouls grew sloppy, earning ejections one by one. The ref finally spots them. Unbelievable. Their attack crumbled when Kenzie Iwell's katana sliced the Hobgoblin ball carrier in 2. Ouch! Desperate Hobgoblins tried reclaiming the ball but flopped. In a fit of rage, one Hobie player headbutted a Turtle Man. Big mistake, ending in a permanent head injury. In this father-son brawl, the old man triumphed, edging out 2-0 to face Sheet Freaks in the semis. No room for a draw this time. Today we have another guest with us, a real legend. Welcome, Coach Shawas.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to, pleasure to be here, Henry.
In this season, your Malachi Madmen flopped harder than a drunk troll. What went wrong, eh?
Nothing, really. I played the hand I was dealt, and the hand was a pack of self-destructive maniacs who just did what they promised to do. Died. I tried to motivate them with booze and gold, but they couldn't be swayed. It's tough to say, but I much more preferred to coach the apes. All they wanted was bananas and posters with fox ladies. Anyway, Me and the madmen parted on amicable terms. I told them I'd kill them if I see them again. They said they want to die a glorious death and not one from the hands of a mere coach. Fair enough.
Let's looks on out semifinalists. We'll have the tiebreaker from the group stage. After eliminating Hobgoblins, GKS Samurai will once again face Sheet Freaks. Previously, Ethereals have an edge, but Rush It and their losses makes them unable to stop the Nipponers from scoring. Both teams have improved a lot since then. What do you expect of this clash?
I might sound biased, but that's because I am. The Samurai will bring final death to the Freaks. I was torn on the result of their match with Hobos because I loved those cultists' ferocity, but with that win, the Nipponers facilitated that they are the alpha predator. Meanwhile, the Ghosts are trudging along and, although I cannot deny their coach's skill, they will need all the luck and top-notch calculations to get out of this match victorious.
So it looks like Joseph Moranian will not have a chance to fight his EX and will have to handle the Serpent Strikers instead. Both teams, despite their wins, got heavily beaten, but Serpent Strikers still have much lower team value. I just hope they don't spend it on that sleepy Slarga. I expect that all the heavy lifting will be on Sir Hiss a lot, but it might not be enough. What's your thoughts?
I can't get enough of those crazy nuns. Unstoppable machines of war! And Joseph is doing a fine job leading them. I'd say the Strikers are the underdog in this matchup, and the extra cash might just be the thing that will give them the edge. I can see the Serpents coach going through his contacts and doing deals with the Right Stars managers for the right price. Can't wait to see this match.
In the quarterfinals, we see some star players. Do you think we can see someone in the semifinals?
Serpents should go all in, no questions asked. They have a monster of an opponent to beat. Who's it going to be? The bigger, the better. As to the other match, Samurai will most probably hold for the final, but Sheet Freaks will surely scrape up some gold to at least better their chances of survival.
Thank you for your time, Coach Shawas. I hope we will have a chance to make live comments on the finals soon.
I hope so too! Last final was a blast! And if my dream comes true, then the Nuns versus Samurai match will be absolutely epic! Thank you for having me, Henry. See you soon!
And that wraps the today's episode. Remember to sign up for the next season. Stay tuned, stay bloody. Henry Snotson out.